Another important similarity is that both jinns and aliens generally do not like humans and want humanity's evil. Satan hates the human race because he is Satan, and as explained in the 3 Abrahamic religions, he works to mislead people, to make them lose both in this world and in the hereafter. Astral travel teachers warn students who will astral travel as follows. Don't be afraid of the creatures you encounter while you are in the 4th dimension. Otherwise, they appear to you as you fear and approach you. Many mediums state that low-level beings of the 4th dimension have an aggressive attitude towards humans. The reason for this is that infidel jinns do not like the human race and serve Satan. Because after humans were created, the jinn race lost their favoritism and were banished to another dimension. They feel like second-class beings because of humans. Because they experience emotions more intensely than humans, they are driven by revenge. And because they want to harm humans, they naturally serve Satan.
Allah asked, to Devil, "What prevented you from prostrating when I commanded you?" He replied, "I am better than he is. You created me from fire and him from clay. Consider the day. He will gather them all together and say, 'O assembly of jinn, you misled humans in great numbers.' And their human associates will say, 'Our Lord, we benefited from each other's company, but now we have reached the term which you appointed for us.'"
This verse in the Quran describes the cooperation between humans and jinn. This cooperation takes place through magic. In a nutshell, magic in itself is a tool of evil that Satan uses against people. Because if the chakras are weak and unbalanced, the person who is bewitched will be exposed to evil. The person who casts the spell also opens all his chakras to the demons, so he becomes a prisoner of the demons. And their lives and deaths are always terrible at the hands of the devils. A clairvoyant medium named Courtney Brown explained in his book Cosmic Voyage that clairvoyance was also used to communicate with extraterrestrial beings. CIA and similar institutions used clairvoyant mediums, not only for the world, but also for extraterrestrials. Brown was directed to contact the collective consciousness of the gray aliens. He soon found himself among a group of gray aliens. But he didn't know where he came from. As he approached the source of metaphysical power, he saw that the atmosphere became more and more tense, and a kind of military control mechanism came into play. When he went deeper, he faced a superior being who managed all this balance. He managed to get information about this superior being. This was a very powerful being. However, it had a very dark structure. According to what is told about reptilians in America, dragons want to take them under their influence by telling lies to humans. They use an irresistible tone in their speech. The point that those who can resist this tone of voice pay attention to is that dragons tell a lot of lies. There are always people who are followed by reptilians and controlled by them. According to their beliefs, the characteristics of these people are that they are selfish, self-centered, callous, materialistic, extremely money-hungry, egoistic people. According to Islamic and Christian sources, every human being has a devil who follows that person for life and tries to make them commit evil. Similarly, the doppelganger in German culture is the person's ghost twin. This ghost, which has a dark nature, does not leave the person's side for life. Similar beliefs are found in almost every culture. Again, everyone who was abducted by aliens told the same things. It was reported that experiments were carried out on humans by aliens in secret areas. Dead human and organ parts were seen. People were held captive and tortured by aliens. After women, children are the most abducted group by aliens. Children, like women, have been subjected to many cases of abduction and sealed, as we will show more evidence of in the future. The Prophet Muhammad said, "When the sun sets, keep your children from going out, because this is the time when devils spread over the earth." According to this written record from the Prophet Muhammad, evil jinns can harm or abduct children. Geronimo, the famous and great chief of the Apaches, said that a race with dragon and snake appearance ate human children. The name of the Apache tribe was given based on a child named Apache who succeeded in killing a dragon. The same situation exists in our belief as well. Jinns love to mess with human children. Jinn, also known as aliens, abduct children to experiment on them or to use them when they grow up. Every year, many children disappear worldwide. Some of these are thought to have been carried out by organ or human mafias, but security forces have no concrete evidence of this. In the next chapter on magic, we will show court records of child sacrifices by sorcerers in ancient times and in the Middle Ages on the European continent. We will also touch on Dajjal's child sacrifices in later sections. In the same way, in ancient tunnels and underground caves in many parts of the world where dimensional beings are believed to live, we will explain in the following chapters that children's cries and voices are heard.
Can there be a peace between us? No peace. What does he want us to do?
Bulletproof. Yes, sir.
In some UFO encounters, individuals claim that they encountered some intelligent beings with a mixture of human and reptile when they were taken inside flying saucers when they were abducted. Thousands of people agree on this issue. They have had similar experiences. However, probably 1 in a million of these experiences leaves a positive effect and result. They are generally very scary and very frightening beings.